Originally by Carol Ann Duffy. Summary. The poem begins with the speaker describing a car ride that took her and her family from their home country to a new one. They were all jammed together and thinking the same thoughts, that they wanted to go home. That was not possible though, as the place they loved was many miles in the past and vacant. It was home no longer. In the first stanza, the speaker begins by letting the reader know that she is traveling with a group of people. These events are not happening in the present moment, they are being recalled at a later time. All the same, this first stanza seems to be more confined to the moments of the present than do the following two sections. The speaker describes the family traveling together as being within a red room. While this phrase seems strange and out of context, but as one continues through this section it becomes clear that it is in reference to the car they are driving. It has come to be much more than a car, they have spent so much time in it, with all of their possessions, it is as if they live there. The mother and father are struggling with this journey just as much as the children are. He is driving, and she is singing his name to the turn of the wheels. The mother is constantly telling him what to do and where to go. On top of this, the speaker's brothers are crying, one of them is truly bawling. She sees them all as feeling the same way. Their thoughts are cast back to the place they came from, home. It is many miles away by now, back in a city they used to love, on a street and in a house that is now vacant. It seems as if the family is moving unwillingly, or at least that the kids are. The speaker is quite young at this time and is not crying like her brothers, but contemplating what is happening while staring at a stuffed animal toy that has lost its eyes. She holds its hand for comfort. In the second stanza, the speaker is clearly much older. She is looking back on the times of her childhood in which she felt like an immigrant. She sees childhood as being one big constant emigration in which one is forced from one situation to another and is made to learn and relearn the culture and customs. Some of these moments of emigration are slow, and leave one feeling resigned. Others are sudden, and provide no time for preparation. No matter what type of emigration it is, it always leaves one with the wrong accent and without an understanding of the familiar. Nothing is comforting and everything seems to be out of place. It is easy for one, especially a child, to get lost, physically and mentally. When growing up in different places, a child would also be comforted with big boys eating worms, something quite intimidating, and the sounds of shouted words that are not understood. The speaker continues to state that in her situation, her parents were always anxious and that their anxiety was transferred to her. She never stopped wanting to go back to our own country. In the final section of the poem, the speaker is explaining what it means to become accustomed to a new home and culture. Eventually one forgets the past and all the other places they have called home. A transformation takes place.